Big bad banker bad. Why do YouTubers always make blurry things on their thumbnails? Newsflash, all I did there was blur out a piggy bank. But there are some inconvenient truths about banking you should know, and it doesn't involve lending your deposits, because that's not how it works. Okay, so we're gonna have to break this video up into three parts. First, what is the global banking system? Two, the Goldsmiths Myth, because I don't really like the word tale. And third, the money creation reality. Once we cover all these things, you should have a better understanding of how our modern banking system really works. Human ingenuity has witnessed the ascent and decline of significant global sectors. Since the inception of the Industrial Revolution in 1760, the world has witnessed the flourishing of textiles, railroads, and oil production, propelling them to become the largest and most influential industries globally. However, these industries in their current forms have traversed a considerable distance from their pinnacle of global influence. In the early 21st century, technology emerged as a catalyst, birthing 8 of the world's 10 most valuable companies. During these shifts in global industries, one constant remained: global banking. Okay, that was way too evil. It is adapted to accommodate and navigate this progress, retaining relevance as other sectors fade into obscurity. The world of banking is as polarizing as it is difficult to understand. Attempts to clarify its workings often spiral into fantastical conspiracies. Heightened tensions stemming from escalating debt levels have prompted many to point accusatory fingers at these institutions. They seem to thrive as the world teeters on instability. The 2008 global financial crisis stemmed from major structural issues within the global banking system, exacerbated by soaring levels of household debt. Today, the world stands on the precipice of another major financial downturn, with household debts once again soaring to record levels. Is banking truly culpable? Are the outlandish conspiracy theories surrounding central banks and the burgeoning national debt grounded in reality? What roles are banks meant to fulfill in modern economies, and what roles do they indeed fulfill? Banks haven't always wielded silent godlike powers.
This is God.
They had rather unassuming beginnings. Understanding these origins is pivotal to uncovering the most prized asset a bank holds: trust. Banking as we recognize it today was forged in the workshops of goldsmiths. These artisans crafted jewelry and, more importantly, coins. For centuries, gold has served as a universally accepted currency, facilitating trade without the constraints of barter or less desirable currencies. However, trading gold posed challenges. Authenticity was difficult to discern. Dividing a gold chunk for precise transactions was very impractical, and safeguarding large quantities risked theft. Minting coins addressed these former issues. Goldsmiths, by building reputable names, could cast gold coins of guaranteed purity and weight. As long as these coins bore the goldsmith seal, their value was instantly recognizable, streamlining transactions without the need for meticulous weighting or verification. Naturally, attempts to counterfeit these coins ensued, sparking an arms race and creating intricate seals to affirm authenticity. Even from its humble beginnings, Banking was fundamentally about trust vested in the institution. This simple arrangement, however, was short-lived due to the inherent risk of holding gold. Entrusting gold to goldsmiths was predicated on their reputation, necessitating a fortified facility to safeguard the valuable materials. For a fee, goldsmiths offered to store individuals' gold in their vaults, providing both an additional revenue stream for the goldsmiths and peace of mind for the depositors. This parallels modern banks offering negative interest rates on deposits. While paying for the privilege of depositing money may seem counterintuitive, many opt for it to secure their wealth. Yet for the goldsmiths, this arrangement didn't endure indefinitely. Their business truly thrived when they began commodifying trust. In exchange for deposits, goldsmiths issued receipts detailing the deposited gold's amount and where the bearer could retrieve it. Despite attempts at forgery, goldsmiths invested effort in making these receipts as ornate as the coins they minted. It's a common misconception that goldsmiths amassed fortunes by directly lending their depositors gold. While this certainly occurred, a more lucrative avenue emerged: commodifying trust. Deposit receipts began circulating as currency themselves. People found them more convenient than heavy gold coins and could represent larger values and ease of use. This laid the groundwork for modern banknotes, where paper rectangles symbolized higher values than metal coins even today. The public's trust in these deposit receipts marked the genesis of modern banking. Goldsmiths no longer needed to loan out their own or depositors' gold. They simply issued these receipts. People recognized them as exchangeable for their nominated gold value, facilitating trade with confidence. This enables goldsmiths to issue more loans than their actual gold reserves. For instance, if a goldsmith holds 1 ton of gold personally and stores 9 tons of other people's gold, there would be a total of 10 tons of gold in their vault. Consequently, there would be deposit receipts circulating for 9 tons, exchangeable for real gold at any point. Now, a crafty goldsmith might issue a few more receipts than actually backed by gold, collecting the interest on nothing in the meantime. The borrower could still utilize the receipt for purchases, believing it's redeemable for cash. It was a win-win scenario until demand for gold exceeded its availability. If spending spiraled out of control, receipts might exceed the actual gold reserves. Even if a fraction of the depositors sought to redeem their receipts, the goldsmith could face insolvency. News of a single unredeemable receipt could spark frenzy and trigger a bank run. Over time, the system became institutionalized. Goldsmiths rebranded as banks, becoming the go-to for deposits and loans. Yet the specter of bank runs still loomed over the system. Central banking popped up as banks grew in numbers and complexity. They realized their fates were intertwined. A bank run at one could incite panic among others, revealing their collective instability. Central banks necessitated a single universal currency among participating banks. Prior to their advent, deposit receipts varied, exchangeable only at the issuing bank. Central banks issued universally accepted notes, simplifying trade. Yet faith in this currency was imperative. Its loss would render the whole system obsolete, erasing all perceived savings with no fallback. Moreover, ceding monetary control to a non-governmental entity proved very destabilizing. Permit me to issue and control the money of a nation, and I care not who makes its laws. Meyer Rothschild's alleged proclamation epitomizes this power. Although its authenticity is disputed, it underscores the intricate, opaque nature of banking, ripe for wild conjectures. Understanding banking's modern role is often obscured by sensationalism and unfounded theories. So, what is the role of modern banking? An exchanger of funds? Banks as financial intermediators facilitate the trade by storing and transferring money seamlessly, from barter to digital transactions. Their role extends to efficient capital allocation and lending, theoretically fueling economic development by channeling idle capital into promising promising ventures. Yet, this role isn't glamorous. Banks provide a valuable service akin to accounting firms, but don't inherently justify their colossal stature. So how did banks amass so much influence? According to economist Richard Warner, the financial sector doesn't add value, it fabricates it. The 20th century marked a paradigm shift for global banking. The Federal Reserve's establishment and the Bretton Woods Conference cemented the US's financial dominance. However, abandoning the gold standard in the 1970s liberated banks to create wealth more flexibly. When obtaining a home loan, banks don't transfer existing funds, they create new accounts, akin to Goldsmiths issuing unbacked receipts. The difference lies in these modern accounts' perceived value. Dollars are coveted not for their gold exchangeability, but because of their societal trust, reinforced through interest demands and taxation. This system's not inherently flawed. It hinges on balanced debt and output growth. Yet banks increasingly favor inert assets like real estate over wealth-producing ventures, risking economic imbalance. Germany's cooperative banks offer a solution. With closer ties to local communities, they foster productive growth by discerning viable businesses from mere numbers. Economists argue for similar models to reinvigorate economies across the globe. Global banking isn't intrinsically malevolent, it's a profit-driven industry. While concepts like debt-based money creation seems alarming, they're logical and functional, albeit mundane. Sensational narratives detract from addressing banking's real challenges, fostering productive growth, not rampant speculation. Thanks for watching The Parody of Economics. If you liked the video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Bye.